Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing this 3D snake with 3D roses as well. So I'm just going to do this on a gel polish now. So this is a white from CJP, which is the out. So I'm just going to do a coat of that and bang that into the lamp for a minute. So when that comes out, I'm just going to go over that just to give it a bit of a shimmer with some mica powder. So this is like a really pale goldy yellow. So I'm just putting that on, and then I'll rub that on with brush, take any excess off, and then top coat that. So once I've top coated that, I'll bung that back into the lamp for another minute. Right, so I'm just going to start off with the snake. So I've got this jewel tool, which is a gel brush and the spatula on the end. And I'm just going to take some 3D gel in black. Take a big piece out of there and then just start rolling it in my fingers, and then I'll roll the rest of it on the tile. So I'm just going to make that into a really long sausage, basically. So just do it as big as you want, because I'm just going to get the shape now, and then I'll go back to this in a bit to finish this off. So I'm just bending that one end round just so that its edge's bigger than the rest of it, and then just flatten that out. Try and get that head into shape, and then I'll just put that to the side till I'm ready to use that, because that will not harden until I put it in the lamp. So that is safe just to leave on side. So I'm just faffing with it said there. I don't know why, because I go back in and start messing with it again before I put it on the nails. So now on to the 3D roses. So I'm just going to take some backing paper for this, and I've already done one just so that this video don't go on, well, it is a long video, but it doesn't go on for an hour. So I'm just going to get my monomer and my number 2 brush, and the colour I'm going to use for the roses is Trendsetter. So I'm just going to pick up some beads. And just place them on to this backing paper. So I'm just flattening that out a little bit and making it into like a croissant shape, like an half a moon. So I'm just going to do a couple, just because once I do start, it's pretty fast once you get going. So just try and keep them into that shape, because I am going to flatten them out a little bit. So just flatten that out, and then it should stay in that kind of shape. So I'm just going to make this one a little bit longer. So I'm just flattening that out. So this is going to make the centre and the first lot of petals once that sets. So while that sets up a bit, I'm just going to tidy this nail up from that mica powder, because it's a bit messy. But you can see it shimmering on that. I didn't want the white to be overpowered. I wanted a nice background, but I just wanted a little bit of shimmer on that. So that has given this chance to set. So I'm just going to loosen that end and then fold that over. That's the middle, and then just keep loosening it and keep rolling it over till you get to end. And then what I like to do is I just like to press that bottom part so that it's all stuck together. And I am trying to pick it up here just so that I can show you. Right, so that's the start, and then just place that inside the middle of the other one that you've done, and then loosen one corner and bring that up, fold that over, press that into place, and then do exactly the same with the other side. Just bring that up, and if it moves, I just grab a dotting tool or something and just use that just to help me. So once I've pulled that piece over, I'm just going to press onto that just so that that sticks. And then just press that bottom bit. Excuse me, my voice is going. So you're left with most of the rows there. So I'm just going to knock that out of the way. And then I'm just going to pick up a bead of clear now. So you could use polygel for this, it's thick enough. But I just thought I'd use acrylics in as all the roses are acrylic. So I'm just going to pick up a bead up and put that into the nail where I want the rose to go. And then pick up that rose and just place that in the centre. And as usual, I drop everything. So just place that in the centre of that acrylic and just press that down. So I'm just going to do another petal now to wrap around these. So again, just 2 beads and then just flatten them out. Do your little crescent or your little dint in it. Wipe that brush if you've got too much liquid on, otherwise you'll be here all day. Okay, so I'm just going to flatten these out a little bit. So I'm just pointing that brush into the centre and then just moving around that that petal. And then do the same on the other. And then I'll just move them out of the way for a bit while I go on to this snake. I think I'll do the snake now. So I'm just going to take the gel brush again and loosen that off the tile and try and pick that up, which it was just flopping about all over. So once I manage to get that, I'm just going to put that on the nail and then figure out how I want this snake to twist around these roses. So the good thing, like I says, with gel is that you can mess about for a bit, and if it does go out of shape, you can use your brush just to put that back into shape again. So I've decided I want its tail around that cuticle, so I'm just going to start pushing that snake where I want the rest of its body to be. So I definitely want its head pointing downwards. So once I'm happy with where it is, I'm going to start working on... What am I doing here? I decided I better get these petals on before this dries too much. So I've just placed a small bead of acrylic underneath that rose, and this petal I'm just going to push that underneath, if it will go, and then bend that down a little bit so it's got a bit of a curl on that leaf. So you can just use your brush for that, because again that snake's not going to cure because it is not being cured in the lamp yet. So I'm just loosening that side off. Going to get another bead, put it on the other side. Pick that up and place that on the opposite side. So that little bead of acrylic will help that stick and secure that a little bit better for you. So again, I'm just going to use my brush just to ruffle that edge up a bit so it's not nice and straight. It wants a bit of a ruffle on, I think, the underneath leaves, just to make it look a bit more real-like. So I'm just keep messing with that till that all sticks where I want it. And at this stage, that middle bit should be hard, so you can actually just put your finger on there to help you if you need to. Okay. So I'm going in there with my acrylic brush. So I've changed that over to my gel brush again, and I'm just going to flatten this snake out slightly, just so that that sticks to that nail. Not too much, otherwise it won't look 3D. So for its head, I'm trying to get it into like a diamond shape, like a rounded diamond. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to bang that into lamp to cure so that that snake is nice and hard. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to start on the petals for the next rows. So again, I'm just going to put 2 beads on and do exactly the same. So that has set, it's just that I've speeded this up a little bit, but you probably have to wait a little bit longer till your acrylic's set than what you're watching me do it here, because like I say, I've just speeded it up slightly. Okay, so I'm going to place the centre of that rose in that I did earlier, and I'm just going to wrap that in the longest one. So just keep using your brush just to release that from your form, and then keep rolling. And that's how it looks now. So I'm just going to release this one as well, so it's quicker when I put that acrylic on. So pick up your little bead of acrylic and then place the rose in there, push that in. And then I've just tipped that to the side so I can get to underneath of this rose. So I'm just going to pick that up and place that on this side so that it's coming over. So just use your brush just to push that into place. And again, just give it a little bit of a ruffle so that it's got a little curl, or it's not perfect, should I say. So I've just pushed that in. So with acrylic, you haven't got a lot of playtime for this. You've got to be pretty fast when you're doing stuff like this. So next, I am going to add the snake's eyes. So I've just got a palette and I've just put a bit of clear top coat on there. Get some diamonds, some stones. And if you see that pink little stick there, I have found the perfect thing for picking stones up. Don't know how many times I'll use this, but it is, you know, 5D painting, little diamonds, it's one of them, and it is brilliant for picking stones up. So I'm just going to get a dotting tool and just two small dots for the snake's eyes. And then I'm just going to get 2 small red stones and attach them. And then I will flash cure that. Don't know what I'm going to say then. Flash cure that so I don't knock them. And then on my palette I have got some white gel paint and some red. So I'm just going to go around and just put some lines on this snake, just so it's got a bit of colour to it, should I say. So I'm just going to quickly go in and just do some little lines all the way around that snake's body. And then I'll go in with red and do in between those. Now I'm really happy with this design. I'm not really used to doing 3D, but I was well impressed with myself for this. Okay, so I'm happy with how that's looking, so I'm just gonna add a couple of leaves there, but I didn't get that on camera. I was well out of shot, so I just did some leaves in seafoam, and I've just placed a small bead of clear in there. I'm just gonna push these leaves into that because I just thought it needed a little bit more colour. So this one I'm trying to get that to stand up more off the nail, so I'm just pushing that in. And I just think that sets it off just a little bit more, a bit of brightness in there. And then I'm just going to add a few stones. So I'm just picking up a little drop of gel polish with my dotting tool. If you notice, I did have the other tool in my other hand, but I'm that used to using a dotting tool now that it's just my go-to thing. So I just add a few of them. I will bung this into the lamp for another minute, and that will be this done, guys. So if you liked this, give us a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.